Keep on, I said it ain't gon' stop. It ain't gon' stop, it ain't gon' flop. Stop acting like we ain't so hot.
What's going on, people? This is Inflewence, and today I am going to, I don't know why I ain't turned that off, but let me turn that off.
Workers walking down the actual pathway. Looks like they started installing.
So, I'm actually dipping my car today. Well, maybe not today, but I'm starting the process. I'm just showing some of the stuff that you can get from dipyourcar.com. It's pretty reasonable, to tell the truth. I'm sure some of the stuff you could probably get cheaper, like the tape and drape. What else? Maybe this. You don't need the pre-dip spray, but I think that came with the kit. I'm not sure. Some of the stuff I ordered extra, and some of the stuff I got with the kit. Like, I ordered some more tape and drape, but I didn't need it because I didn't realize it came with the kit. So, and of course, the most important thing is, trying to get some light. Can't get no light, but here's my paint cans for the dip. 2 black and 2 shadow black, and my painter. I didn't order, I got Wagner painter just because I don't know, I like the application somewhat better, and I'm probably going to use it for other stuff, not just dipping your car. So, I mean, I'll see what's up. I'm going to start this process, and I'm going to take you guys through it with me. All right? What's happening? We jumped to my garage, and I showed you all the products, and now I jumped straight from the wash to the dry. I just dried it. Now you should wash your car the day before, which I am. I'm not going to start spraying until tomorrow, but for now I'm drying it and I'm getting everything, and I'm going to go over it with 1 layer of the pre-dip spray. I know some people like to use alcohol, and guys, excuse the lighting too. I mean, it's my garage, so, but they have the dip foaming spray on dipyourcar.com. So that I got this. I can't remember for the life of me if it came with it or I had to buy extra. I'm banking on buying extra. I'm not sure, but they do give you a lot of stuff with the kit. So I'm not. I can't tell you. Maybe I have some words letting you know once I research it better. Excuse me for that, but here's my car and my good old 2013 Genesis. I know these have been getting a lot of flack. I'm gonna go handheld for a minute, just to show you around the car. Also, I'm taking the tail lights out because I'm going to VHT the tail lights and see how it comes out. I'm doing this process because I want to see if I can get a professional looking process. I'm not sure if I told you what color, but it's going from white to shadow black, which is like a shiny matte black, sorta. So yeah, I'm gonna take these lights out because I'm gonna VHT them. If you don't know what that is, I may do a video on that. Not may, I probably will, to darken these. But you're supposed to be able to darken them with it. It's like spray paint, but it doesn't get them too dark where it's illegal. So you can still see the light through. Plus that's dangerous. So I wouldn't advise you to black out your tail lights. Somebody's gonna run into you. So this is just my car. But what I was doing is I was wiping it down, and as you can see, it is, I was trying to find, I had some fingerprints over here when I, can't really tell now, but when I wiped it down, I touched it, so that's the reason for the dip spray. So yeah, I let a little bit of natural light in. It was a little bit better, but like I was saying, that's the reason for the dip spray. Some people use alcohol, but I'm going to be using this just because I'm trying to do everything that Fonzie does in his videos, just to see how first time sprayer, not first time using Plasti dip, but first time spraying the whole car. I always thought it was kind of cheesy, but some of the sprays that he achieves on his channel is so, I have a link in the description. I'm not affiliated with him, this ain't sponsored. I just want to see how the products are, and I'll let you know. Now that I'll show it off as well, to let you know if the product is done. So I'll probably cut to when I start spraying or when I start masking. That's probably what, and I think I'm gonna mask a little bit now too, but y'all get the idea. All right, let's go. So here we go. Backlights out, and it's so easy to take Genesis lights out. Let me show you what I got so far. So you can't forget little things like this, like the light on the side of your mirror. I'm spraying everything. I want everything one solid color, so my masking ain't as intense as some of you masking. I mean, I just begun, but as you can see, and they recommend that there's certain sections that you gotta peel when wet. So with your last coat, you gotta peel the tape off to get a sharp line. So they recommend that you write it down, what sections, but instead of that, I'm just using red tape instead of the blue. And that indicates that everywhere there's red tape, I'm gonna have to peel it when wet. Another thing, don't forget your door jambs. Maybe you wanna stick some paper in there, because overspray will get in and possibly get in your car, but it will definitely discolor it if you don't want that sprayed. Kind of wish I could spray that too, but that's gonna be too intensive. So then I would have to mask the whole inside outline, and it's just too much. So that's the progress so far. I'm about to use a tape and drape to tape off the engine bay. Also, if you can't take your grill off or anything, I have intensively stuffed paper. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. There's masking paper in there now, so it blocks the whole, everything that's in there, the radiator and all that. You don't want plastic on there, but I'm gonna put plastic in there as well and try to tape it up really good so don't overspray don't get in there. Day 2 took me like 5.5 hours to mask my car up. You know, it's give or take, that's probably the most extensive part of this is the masking. If you do it right, you gotta do it. I would suggest if you have somebody that you trust that knows how to mask, have help, because doing it one person, especially if you got sunroof, all the windows, the engine's masked. You know, I closed it, of course, closed the hood, but back is masked. I'm gonna show you what I did with the tires. You can get tire covers, but I'm cheap. I guess I'm cheap when it comes to some things. I'll buy $200 transformers, but I won't buy tire covers because I'm not gonna use them. Like, I'm only gonna use them maybe a couple times the life of my car. Like, I don't cover the tires anyway. So let's go handheld, and I'm gonna show you what I did. Just showing you around a little bit. So let's come over here, this side of the car. If you can see that, I used 30-gallon trash bags. I cut a slit in the middle of one side in order to go around all the axle and the parts in the back, and it works really well. Probably should have got, I think they were 33. They had 38-gallon bags, which they weren't the flex ones. I like these flex bags because they don't break as easy. So I'm gonna show you what I did. So you take the garbage bag, open it up, get some scissors. The handle's on the middle, so it's easy. Just cut in the middle of the handle, down the center. You don't have to cut too far because you don't want it to come off. Then you just gotta work it around the tire. Make sure it don't bunch up on you. Then it's harder to get around the tire. Of course, small material. And tuck the material in. You can take the bottom if you want, but it's simply that easy. Now your tire's masked. Just a little tip, not a pro tip because I'm not a pro, but like I said, the masking job is a beast. I'm actually spraying everything, so I left this untouched. As you can see where the cover was, it's a little weird, but I'm gonna clean all that off. And you can see the masking inside, so I don't get nothing on inside. See the lights. Like I said, I'm spraying every part of my car except for, you know, the lights, of course. So it's gonna be shadow black, the whole thing. Don't forget them. And almost forgot the mirrors. So I'm gonna have to, that's easy though, because there's a gap between. As you can see, got this. Oh, and the parts, I didn't know if don't forget a respirator. You can get from Amazon, or I have a link in the description for all the things that I used, because I used a lot of stuff from Amazon, a lot of stuff from Car. So this one didn't go on as well, so I taped up the bottom just to give it a little extra. Lights, then do the mirror again. Of course, I gotta do that. This was tape and drape. Car gave it to me, and it's a really wonderful product. Like, I can only imagine how long it would have took me. If it took me 5 hours, give or take, it would have took me crazy length. And here's my bumper, where I was fixing my bumper. Yeah, hopefully had to epoxy it, and hopefully it'll stay. Alright, ready to start spraying. Gotta open the can first. You need pliers because I got this this lock on the cans, so it don't spill on shipping, which is cool, but it's an ass clown to get off. YouTube allow that? I don't know. Let's whip in the range, jump in the Ferrari and Phantom. Nah, I ain't got any of them things. I do got a little change, and what I got is new. It's all the same to you, cause it don't matter, it's true. As long as you next to me, when we ride through the city blasting the tunes, we might even listen to Flu. Yeah, that's me. I'm done with the top coat. Now I'm about to do the other coats. The actual color that I want the car. So you gotta put a base on it first, and the base is black. It's actually pretty forgiving. It's not perfect, but I'm hoping I can fix whatever imperfections, or at least they won't show up as bad when I do the shadow, because the car is actually gonna be shadow black. It's actually black now, but it's not the black that I wanted. So It's more of a sheen, not a matte. I mean, this is a matte, this is more matte, but the black that I'm doing is more of a sheen black. This is where I'm at now. I'm on everybody's favorite part, is waiting for it to dry to put the next coat on. I got a few spots that are light. You can see them better on the camera. I'm hoping I can go through and fix those right there. You can tell. I don't know. I got a little spot up here too that I'm kind of upset that I messed up because I stepped on the hose. Don't step on the hose of your sprayer. Excuse the lighting. So this is the final product. Am I happy? Not really. How many of us are really happy when we do something to our cars though? Something I tried. I think it came out, it actually looks better than it did because my paint was terrible. So in that regard, I'm cool. But there's some spots, you know, just beginners. This is the first time I've done this, so just you know, some spots like right there and in here that aren't covered good. There's some texture going on that I didn't want. I wanted that smooth, shiny black, which is what shadow black is supposed to be. It is a little bit shinier than matte, but it's not as shiny as it should be because I don't think I put enough product on. And I mean, I have a small car and I did the small kit, so not a small, I did a medium, I think. It was like 4 gallons, 2 base and 2 of the color that you want. So my camera's acting up and I'm handheld as well. I'm sure it's because of the lighting situation. But yeah, overall, it's not bad. Driving on the street, you wouldn't be able to tell. Somebody come up to you, you parked, like, ooh, that's a nice car. And they come up and look and they'll be like, whoa. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's stuff that I see every day, so it's gonna bother me. I know it's echoes in here because it's a little room. But yeah, so I'm not completely satisfied. But like I said, it's just an experiment. So one thing, get enough product on the car. You gotta do just like they tell you. You gotta overlap wet coats. It was hard because get a sprayer that has extra, or get extra buckets. I don't know what they're called, but they screw onto the sprayer with the paint in it. Get extra of those because when you running back, trying to unscrew it, fill it, I think it kind of dry, like it starts to dry and you don't want it to dry while you're putting on a full coat. I think that was some of the problem because I couldn't do it fast enough. I had to unscrew it. Then sometimes it was stuck because the product was around the rim. And then you had to get it together. Then the first go around, I didn't really think, and I ran out of product in the middle, and I was rushing, and then I didn't have a new paint can open, so I had to hurry up and try to open that. So it was little things like that, I will tell you. Also, what else? I guess prepping real good. There's some spots on the diffuser. I probably shouldn't have did the diffuser, but I wanted it all to be the same color. The diffuser was a little faded, so I probably should have just maybe painted that black. I don't know, or just left it and just armor it up just so it's shiny. I don't know, but I just wanted the whole thing one color, but the diffuser is bubbling right now, so we'll see how long this lasts. What else? I don't know. I would say this is very forgiving. It is. It looked a lot better after it dried. Like while it was wet, I was looking at spots and I was like, ooh. But it kind of like self-leveled, so it looked a lot better when it was dry. I guess just preparation in the beginning is probably one of the most important things. That was the longest process. It didn't take me as long to paint as it did prepping, even with the wait times, because you know with plastic you have to wait. So it is what it is. Alright, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Peace.
Hip hop, I feel I gotta say, who am I? You might say influence, and I spit better than most in this game. Provoking thought.